Hey guys, so you just watched the video on conditional statements. Now we're going to be taking a look at converse, inverse, and contrapositive, which is basically taking that if-then statement and flipping it around and seeing if it's still true, and we can gain some things from true. Okay, so let's look at some. This is the conditional statement. The hypothesis: if I eat a pint of ice cream, and the conclusion: then I will get fat. So as always, if P, then Q. And I always remember that, and you'll need to know that, so write it down. I always remember that by saying the hypothesis and the kind of like a Q sound. Conclusion. Yeah, it's kind of similar, but they're closer to each other than anything. Okay. So, vocabulary. This is the vocabulary that we're talking about in this video. Converse, inverse, and contrapositive. Okay. So the converse is going to be if Q, then P. Before it was if P, then Q. So we're flipping it around, right? The inverse is going to be if negated P, then Q. So it's back at that normal. If I eat a pint of ice cream, then I will get fat. It's still in that order, but we say we negate it, right? So we are negating it. We're making it negative, or making it positive if it was negative. Okay. And then contrapositive. Contrapositive is doing both the inverse and the converse together, both of them. You're negating it and you're flipping it. Okay. This is going to make a little bit more sense whenever we get to the next slide. So some practice. So if I eat a pint of ice cream, then I will get fat. That's the original statement. Okay. The converse of that is if I get fat, there we go. So we're dragging this over here and putting it there, and we're flipping them around, right? So if I get fat, then I ate a pint of ice cream. Now, let's ask ourselves, is that true? Is that statement true? If I get fat, is it because I ate a pint of ice cream? Well, no, it's not. You can get fat by a lot of things. But I will tell you that a bunch of Hollywood stars, the way that they get fat really, really fast is they drink melted ice cream. It's disgusting, but that's a true fact. So the next one is going to be inverse. Inverse is taking the negated of it. So we're still keeping it in this order. We're still keeping it, if I ate a pint of ice cream, then I'll get fat. But we're negating it. So how do you negate if I ate a pint of ice cream? If I do not eat a pint of ice cream, then I will not get fat. Now, is that true? Something that you got to ask yourself kind of every single time. Is it true? Well, no, it's not. You still could get fat if you don't eat ice cream. Okay, so that's the inverse. And then the contrapositive is doing both of them at the same time. So if I do not get fat, so we're dragging that one over there, and we're negating it, then I did not eat a pint of ice cream. So we're dragging this one over here and we're negating it. If I do not get fat, then I did not eat a pint of ice cream. Cool. That's all that I got for you guys. Make sure to write down those examples. If you need to, go back and watch the video again to try and understand it. I'm also going to include an extra video down below that just has extra examples and some that are kind of pertaining to math, and maybe you can see the order of it. Cool.